Imagine you're in the middle of a jungle and you're on one knee and you're leaning on your knee because you have to catch your breath. The devil just gave you his best shot and knocked the wind out of you. So you had to take a knee. Surrounding you are snakes, above you are vultures. The enemy is all around. Snipers in the trees. They're just waiting to see what your next move is. So you taking a knee. You're not in fear. You're calm. You're just trying to collect yourself. And all of a sudden, you lift your head up and you smile. Oh, you smile. Because in that very moment, you realize that you know something that the enemy doesn't know. And what you realized was, for one, you no longer have fear. For two, you know you're unstoppable. For three, God is officially, and I mean officially, dwelling your body. God has officially taken over. God is officially in the driver's seat. God has officially taken the wheel. You have become so in alignment with God that you became God because you took on God's heart. They tried to beat your heart. They tried to rip it out your chest. They tried to stomp on it. They tried to do everything to kill your heart, kill your joy, kill your faith. But you just continue to love. And that love anchored God right into your being. So you're on that knee in that jungle and you have that epiphany. And all of a sudden, that one epiphany shapeshifts your whole environment. So instead of you being in the jungle, you're officially in the fighter's ring. You in your corner. You in that ring. You putting your gloves on for the very first time. That glove of truth, honor, dignity, respect, God and Goddess, your ancestors. Oh, your ancestors. Ooh, they pack a powerful punch, baby.
Now, this place is
Oh, they pack a powerful punch because your ancestors, they want you to remain clean. They want your heart to remain good because your heart is what's saving you. But your ancestors, on the other hand, they do your dirty work. So they your left hand. Your ancestors get dirty. Your ancestors got that lethal slap that will knock a bitch out. But your spirit is pure and clean. No matter what the enemy ever tried to do to you, they made sure that your heart and your spirit remain pure and clean. For this very moment right here. Now, you're in that boxing ring. You got your ancestors massaging you up like, all right, champ, let's go. We about to get him. We about to get him. And you just like, yeah. And for the first time in your life, like, all right, we got this. We got this. Let's go. So you got them gloves on. They all taped up. You in rare form. You ready to go. God is now your vessel. But the enemy doesn't know that. So you're literally, this is your final round. It's the 15th round. The bell's about to ring and the enemy has no idea who's about to come out to fight. Because the enemy thinks that it's going to be the same person that fought those first 14 rounds. Nah. The enemy has no idea that God is about to Mike Tyson knock out their ass in that ring in this last round. But you know, that's why you're smiling. The enemy has no idea, like, why are they smiling? Like, What they got? What they put bricks in their gloves or something? What is going on? Why are they so happy? I just took everything that I had and tried to knock them out with everything that I had. And you just ate it. Because God is indestructible. You cannot kill true love. I don't care how much hate and lighter fluid you try to throw on it. You cannot kill true love. So, you in that ring, and next thing you know, you hear ding, ding, fight! It's go time, baby. It is go time. Now, I got a story to share with y'all. 5:55 when I was saying that. It is a story that literally changed my entire life. Because just like in that vision that God gave me, I was in the jungle. And it appeared that my outside world was attacking me. But I knew all along that I was with God. I knew that God had me, so I had no fear. They didn't know, but I knew. So God this morning gave me two things. He gave me the time 10:19, which I've been getting a lot lately. And then God gave me the song, you know, from Rocky IV. Hearts on fire, strong desire, rages deep within. Yeah. God gave me that song. And something just clicked. Something just clicked today. So I was talking to God, trying to see like what changed, what clicked. And God was showing me, the reason why he was showing me 10:19 is because my soon-to-be ex-wife left me on March 19th of this year. A few days after my birthday is March 13th. She left me for good out here on these streets on March 19, 2025. Now that day I will always remember because the enemy intended for that to be my knockout. The enemy intended me for never to be able to bounce back from that. The enemy intended for me to be so distraught that I turned to drugs, that I turned to alcohol, that I turned to everything that would hold me down and keep me here. That's what the enemy wanted, but the enemy ain't knew that God was dwelling in my body. The enemy had me fucked up. For real, for real. So instead of me taking the route of the enemy, I made a different choice. 8:08 on the clock. I chose God. I chose the path of God. On that day, I chose the path of God. And when I got up after that happened, and I remember I was sitting there, and I was like, okay, ain't this about a bitch? Like, what do I do? What do I do now, God? Like, how do I process this? God said, I'll show you the way. Do you trust me? I was like, of course I do. I trust you with my life. My life is yours. Of course I trust you. That's the reason why I'm here. Show me the way, God. Show me the way out of this because my mind is real effed up right now. My heart is trying to be real effed up right now. But I know you prepared me for this because you wouldn't put me through this if you didn't prepare me for it. So God, show me the way. 9:11 on the clock. Show me the way out. So God said, cool. Have a seat. Take a moment. You need to grieve. So I decided in my mind, in that moment, when God said you need to grieve, I was like, all right, God, I'm going to grieve. But I'm only going to do it for 24 hours because you prepared me for this. You spent the last 6 months preparing me for this moment, and I had no idea. I had no idea. So I'm going to take 24 hours to cry, snot bubbles, you know, all that. sing my little heart out. I don't care how crazy I look to the people. I live outside. There is no privacy. I can't grieve in private, so I'm going to grieve in public. And I have no shame. And that is, I don't know what just fell in my head. And that is exactly what I did. For 24 hours, I grieved. And I was like, damn, God, how could she just leave me? You told me to leave her months ago, 10:22 o'clock, but my heart couldn't do it. My heart couldn't do it because I couldn't leave her out on these streets. My heart couldn't do it because I couldn't leave her in the mental state that she was in to fend for herself. My heart couldn't do it. So God said, okay, you don't have to make that decision. I know your heart is too pure. But you know that I can't bless you. I can't move you into that next phase of life while this person is still in your life. So don't worry, I got it. I'll move her out. And that's exactly what God did. On March 19, 2025, God removed my wife of 16 years, I was in a relationship with her for 16 years. We were together, married for 8 years. September 26, 2025 would have been our 9th year of marriage. God did the impossible in my life. God moved that mountain 11:22 on the clock because I didn't have the strength to do it myself. So, on that day, after I finished grieving and asking God, like, why did this happen? Why did that happen? God kept showing me the last face. Before I found out, before the moment she said, this is where we separate, the last face that I saw was a sinister smile, like, I know something you don't know, and it's gonna destroy you. And that was replaying in my mind. And I remember thinking, why does it look like she's trying to destroy me right now? 12:12 when I was saying that. That face was ingrained in my mind. 30 minutes later, she got back. And that's the moment that my life changed. Because she said, this is where we separate. And I was so confused. I was like, what? Like, what do you mean? We said we had a plan. We said that we're going to separate after we get stable because I want to make sure that you're okay. Like, what do you mean we're separating? And she said, this is where we separate. And I was like, well, where are you going? Who are you going with? Like, what are you going to do? Like, I don't want you to be out here alone. Like, what are you going to do? She said nothing. All she said was, I love you. And left. Actually said, I love you. Can I get a hug? And then she left. So instead of asking any more questions, I got up. I gave her one last hug. And I said, you don't love me. And I turned around and walked away. And I watched her as she took her cart and started walking away. And I was like, my God, like, what are you doing to me? What are you doing to me? Like, what do I do with this? Now, God was showing me that moment because that's the moment. That's literally the best thing that ever happened to me. Because in that moment, I wasn't scared. I didn't cling on like, no, please don't leave. Because the old me would have. The old me would have fought for our relationship. The old me would have fought for her. The old me would have gotten pissed off and mad. But that version of me, I was cool as a cucumber. I was calm because God had prepared me for it 6 months before. 6 months before, he prepared me for this very moment, that very moment. So it's like my body knew how to respond without even thinking about it. In that moment, I remember hearing God say, like, don't worry about it, I got you. Don't worry about it, I got you. And I remember thinking, like, how can you be so calm? Mind you, I was calm, but I was freaking out at the same time. God was like, don't worry about it, I got you. No worries, kiddo, no worries, I got you. So I told God I was taking 24 hours to heal because God already prepared my heart for this. So I did everything I did to purge all the hurt, the pain. And I was like, dang, how could she just leave me like that? Like, dang, how could she, like, we were on the faith walk. How she just gonna give up faith? And, you know, like, how? Then on the next day, the 20th, that's when I got up. And I was like, all right, God, no more tears. I've mourned. Now it's time to face the music. Because now I have the disaster ahead of me that she caused. Everybody's gonna start saying, where's your wife? 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 And I'm just like, oh my God, I don't want to deal with this shit. I just wanted to get in the bubble and just stay to myself. But like, God was like, no, you have to face the music. Let them know where your wife is. I was like, all right, 15:44 on the clock. So I got back into town and I told them where she was. I don't fucking know. She left. Don't ask me no questions. All I know, she said, this is where we separate, and she left. And God is showing me that my heart got purified so much by going through that turmoil, because I didn't bash her. I actually asked people to have grace for her, because 16:16 on the clock. In that moment, my wife wasn't my wife. She had been possessed by a demon. She wasn't the person I met. She wasn't the person I married. She was a demon. So in that ring, put this in a full focus. In that ring, it was God versus the demons. God versus the devil. Now who y'all think gonna win? Who y'all think gonna win in that fight? When you got the ancestors as glove, you got truth, honor, respect, dignity. Everything high vibrational as your gloves. God said it takes one blow, one punch of truth to knock these people out for good. Never to have to fight this demon ever again. Never to be put in this situation ever again. It takes one punch of truth, honor, respect, dignity, 7:17 on the clock, and God. So I faced the music and faced all the questions, and God showed me that even though I was the one that was disrespected, even though I was the one that was hurt, you know, even though I was the one that I was the one that should have lost. Thank you, God. I was the one that should have lost. Even though I was the one that should have lost, in that moment, I choose to protect her. I chose to lead with love. And I prefaced it with everybody I told, like, just give her grace because she's not herself. Give her grace because this ain't the person I'm at. Give her grace because the demon has taken over her mind. Just please give her grace. Please. I wanted so badly to protect her name because I knew that whatever that demon was doing inside her mind was going to ruin her life forever. And I personally didn't want to add fuel to that fire. I didn't want that blood on my hands. I don't want blood. I want love. And God said that love was that lethal punch that knocked these motherfuckers out. I didn't bathe my gloves, my hand in the blood of Jesus. I bathed it with the heart of Jesus, because the heart of Jesus is powerful enough to knock any enemy down. You cannot deny love. You cannot deny Jesus. You cannot deny it. You cannot deny it, because when that hit, when that blow, when that thing hits you, it will make your head spin and make you forget who you are. Turn you right in the blink of an eye. It will knock those devils right out your spirit. I chose love. I chose the love of God and Goddess. I chose love. And because I chose love, that love literally saved my own life. to have love for her at her lowest moment when I knew she wasn't herself, saved my life. So now, today God showed me 10:19. And the revelation that I got at 10:19 today, which is July the 26th. I got married September 26th. And today is July 26th, yo. God, I tell you, God be on it. At 10:19, God said, it's time for you to stand up in that ring because you're no longer in the jungle. You're in that boxing ring and you about to Mike Tyson knock out somebody with your truth, because your truth is of God and your heart is with God. And now God got me talking to y'all about this. God said it's time. It's time that I stop sacrificing myself to save other people. Because those people don't care. 2111 on the clock. Those people don't care. They don't even know that I'm saving them by making sure that nobody puts salt in their name. But they steady putting salt in my name. God told me, boy. Woo, God told me that she done sullied the fuck out of my name, done lied on me. Turned out that I know exactly where she is. This lady that was helping us, took her in because my wife told her lies and made me look like the worst person in the world. Told her lies to get into that apartment. And I remember one of the last things I said to my soon-to-be ex-wife was, like, I really wish you would stop lying to me because I see right through your lies. And she said she'll never stop lying. And that was March 19th. That day she said that. And I was like, wow. You're too far gone for me. 2211. You are too far gone. I can't do anything with you. And an hour later, she left after we had that conversation. So I know where she is. I know who she's with. And I'm pretty sure I know how she got there. Like, as far as the lies that were told. Y'all don't need to know the details. All you need to know is that there were lies. Lies. I'm a child of God. The devil will never hold me down. The devil will never claim me. What God showed me is that your ego got dirty. My ego got dirty. Naturally, I'm human, right? At least part human. Naturally, my ego got dirty because of the lies that were told to me and because of the things that I personally did. I didn't always make the best decisions. Nah. I went through some things that I wish I could take back. You know? But I've taken ownership for my dirt that I personally did. Now I've reached the point where I've cleaned myself so much that the only dirt that was on my ego was the dirt that was being put on me by people giving me the evil eye, by people putting salt on my name and throwing dirt on my name and, you know, trying to paint a picture that just didn't exist. My ego was dirty. But God said my heart always remained pure, no matter what. No matter what, because if I personally made a decision to do something wrong, I felt horrible about it. I had to apologize. Like, that's just how pure my heart got. I don't care how small it could have been. If I felt like I did something wrong, if my heart was like, dang, I wish I wouldn't have done that, clean it up quickly. Because my heart needed to be as light as a feather, and I was very aware of that, which is why I moved in accordance with that. God said my ego was dirty, but my heart was pure. And my heart saved my life. So now we're here in this fighting ring, this boxing ring. The bell went ding, ding, zing, 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 zing. Yeah, that's hilarious. I don't know why I just did it like that. Zing, 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 zing-a-ling-a-ling. Oh God, I'm so silly. But seriously, the bell went ding ding, all right? I got the gloves on. And right now in this video is me taking my last and most lethal swing. Because I'm speaking my truth. And the only person I'm protecting is me. And I'm here to say about me and my character. That I'm honest, I'm loyal. I hold my standards high because dignity is so important to me. I'm a star. I'm God. I'm a warrior of love and truth and respect. I love the world. I even love my enemies. I'm tough. I'm a genius. And I know that there is nothing that could ever hold me down because I'm here on a mission. I'm here for a purpose. I'm here to make the impossible possible. I'm here to show you. You don't have to see to believe. I'm here on a mission impossible. I know why I'm here. I know my purpose. I know. God tells me every day. God hypes me up every day because nobody else does. And I come on here and hype y'all up because I love you. Y'all will never understand what it feels like to be in a relationship with somebody that's possessed. And I mean like possessed. Like my energy was literally making that person about to explode. And I say that, I don't know why I just said it like that, because that ain't my wife. That was that person. Like God keeps showing me this one moment where like she just was like, "Argh!" Like some demon possessions are as real as angel possessions. The demon possessed her because her mind became an idle playground. God possessed me because my mind was on God. Every day I spoke to God. Every single day I prayed. Every single day I embodied. Every single day I did exactly what God told me to do, which is take care of your vessel and keep your mind pure. The enemy tried to attack my mind. There was a moment in time with her towards the end that I got depressed, and I was like, yeah, no, we got to snap out of this quickly. Because what happened to her will not happen to me. God dwells in my spirit. God dwells in my soul. God dwells in my mind, and God is my heart through and through. What happened to her will not happen to me. I love her, but you gotta let it go, because that person you love is no longer there. God is in that ring today on the 26th, fighting for my heart, fighting for my purity, fighting to cleanse my ego. God told me I done went to 50-11 ego deaths. And every time I went through that ego death, my heart purified 2 times harder, 2 times more, went 2 times further, double for your trouble, which means infinity will forever be mine and forever be yours if you choose love. Because love, I just heard, will get you through anything that anyone could ever put you through. Anything. I learned to love myself out here in these streets. And I woke up today, I was like, God, for the first time in my entire life, I am in love with myself. But not just in love, I'm obsessed with myself. It got to the point where I don't even want to watch other people's videos. I just want to rewatch my own. You know, my energy has become so pure that it heals me. Making these videos for y'all heal me. So thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Thank you for rocking with me. Thank you for understanding me. Thank you for understanding me. Thank you for donating to my Cash App and my PayPal. Y'all, I pray that God blesses you 10 times fold for every dollar that you drop in my Cash App and PayPal. I pray that God sends it back to you lickety split 10 times over. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for subscribing. God told me it takes one person, just one person can turn into 1 billion. So thank you for helping me on my journey. Y'all are helping me heal me. God is showing me right now it's just a cycle. Y'all are helping me heal me. I'm helping y'all heal y'all. Like, we just washing. We just laundering this shit, y'all. We laundering this currency, this energy, this God energy that's being put out on this channel. Woo! God showing me a washing machine with $100 bills being cleansed by the Holy Spirit, baby. Ooh-wee. Ooh. Now he's showing me hot Sonic the Hedgehog, y'all. Pew! Faster than the speed of light. I just get on these videos every day and say what God puts in my heart. And if y'all feel it, thank you. From the bottom of my soul, thank you. Because y'all give me fuel to keep going. Sometimes I need to see. It's hard to believe in the unseen, especially after years and years and years and years and years. Y'all, your responses, your comments, your donations are helping me see that what I am doing is true. That what I'm saying is working. That what I believe is true. Y'all are helping me feel. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That's the end of this video, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and finish my workout. Please like, share, subscribe, donate, comment, share this video. Let's get this to 1 billion, y'all. One step at a time, one day.